Alright everyone, I'm here to give you my review of this week's The Walking Dead. And this is Season 5, Episode 14. It's called Spend. And, it happened on March 15th, 2015. The day of my birthday. And I had a good birthday, thanks for asking. Now, the reason why I couldn't do it on that day is because I was out, and we were coming back home, and I was a little bit late, and we set the DVR to record it. But my grandfather, I think, canceled the recording because we had two shows recorded at once, and you can't watch something if there's two things recording at once. So, yeah, that's kind of how that's that. So, I did end up watching the show, though, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts about this episode, and I'm going to, I actually took notes on this episode because, I was watching it with my mom and I couldn't, like, rewind and stuff and pause it and give you my thoughts on it. So, I did take notes, so I'm going to talk about it. Alright, so the episode starts off with Gabriel, and he goes to the church, because I'm assuming they gave him the, job of a priest, because that's what he was before. And, he goes in there, and he just tears up, the Bible. Like, he just rips the pages out, and I think that's what's supposed to symbolize that he doesn't believe in God really anymore, and, like, he still does, but not as strongly, and he was just ripping that out, so that's how it started. I thought that was actually a pretty good scene, and then I wrote a line to say, remind myself to say that then it cut to the theme song right afterwards. I felt like the theme song was a little bit different tonight. Maybe it just felt like that. Well, last night anyways. And then Noah is having a meeting with Diane's husband, and Noah wants to learn how to build. He wants to know how to build the wall. And they have these meetings every morning too, and Diane's husband always has to make the breakfast. Yeah, that's kind of about it. And then we find out he writes everything down to record, like, what everything says. And he tells Noah to start doing that. And I was thinking, watching this, Diane's husband's voice sounds like Herschel, and he kind of reminds me of Herschel in a way. The only thing that he's missing is, like, that beard and stuff. But his voice sounds like him. Instead of carrying a Bible, he carries a journal. So Diane's husband reminds me of Herschel. So yeah, that was it. And then some members of the group go on a trip. It's Aiden, Nicholas, Glenn, Taylor, and Eugene. And Noah is insisting on Eugene taking a gun, and Eugene doesn't want to because he doesn't really know how to defend himself, but he doesn't have a choice. And the reason they have to go is they have to fix some sort of, like, generator or something. And Eugene has to go because he knows what it looks like. And yeah. I don't know why Eugene had to go, though. They could have just given him, like, I guess maybe he doesn't know, he knows what it's called. I don't know, they kind of make fun of each other. Taylor makes fun of that Noah was talking to this girl named Holly. He's like, what's going on there? So then, what else happens? Diane thanks Noah again, well, Glenn again, for setting Aiden straight. So then they leave, and Taylor's like, really, what's going on? And then they play, like, this techno music that sounded pretty terrible. It was a pretty terrible song. I'm not really a huge fan of techno music anyways, so that's probably why. And then Rick goes to Jesse's house, and we find out somebody smashed one of her owls. So Rick, since he's, like, the police officer, is going to ask around and ask, who did it. Because Rick doesn't really have a lot to do anyways. And now you think, if you know who Jesse's husband is and you've been watching the show or have watched my reviews of the show, then you can probably see where this is going. And I'm just going to say right now, well, I think it was where you think it's going is not where it's going. It's a little bit of a spoiler right there. But technically you should be watching this video if you haven't seen the episode yet. Just saying. So then it shows the group going on, like, the tour. Well, like, going on to get this thing. I don't even know what it's called. I don't think they said. And they drive, and they park at a place, and they kind of go off in separate ways. And Eugene and Tara, Eugene says that you should thank him for getting him here, and Tara's like, "Why should we thank you?" And Eugene says, "Well, you're gonna go to Washington anyways because of me, so technically you should thank me." And Eugene even says that he doesn't like to defend himself, and that he's a coward. He doesn't like to defend himself. And Taylor's like, yeah. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then they kill zombies along the way. Noah kills one, and Glenn and Noah kind of like congratulating each other on how much great shots they are. So that's that. So then they go inside the building, and they have to go inside because there's a crap load of zombies in the front way. And they find what they need. But there's a crap load of zombies, and Aiden takes one of them. Finds one, but he's wearing like armor uniform. He's wearing like a mask and all that. And Noah just keeps shooting it right in the mask. This was a dumb. One, because he wasted valuable bullets, and two, because it wasn't going to work. So eventually he does shoot it, but there's like a grenade on it, so the zombie blows up. And no, Aiden gets like stabbed in the like in the chest by like some blades, and this blast was so hideous that it knocked Taylor out, and Eugene and Taylor like trapped in some boxes, and the zombie comes up, and Eugene tries to kill it, but obviously he's not the best with guns, so the zombie gets on him, and Glenn and Noah killed him. I think Noah hit one of them with his flashlight or his gun. I didn't really see it. But I thought that was cool. I think I jumped a little bit ahead. But so then Carl... Oh, this was awesome. Sam comes over. I think he said, like, he wants some cookies. And Kara's like, well, you're not getting any more cookies. Like, Kara's just being a huge bitch to him. She said that she will only make him cookies, but he has to go steal it from him, and if you get caught, don't bother coming back. That was awesome. And he said that this is the last time she's going to make him some cookies. That was awesome. And then Abraham's helping some people build a wall. And they get attacked by zombies. And somebody, I forget her name, was like up by a tower, and somebody accidentally shoots her off and she falls, and they were just going to leave her there, but Abraham doesn't want to, so Abraham goes and saves her. And then there's more after this. That's when I get to that part of my notes, I'll talk about it. Well, actually, there's more, actually. So then Abraham's killing him, and then the other guys start helping him out, saying, we want to keep him alive. So then, Rick and Pete, Jesse's husband, I actually had to write that his name was Pete, because I knew I was going to forget that. Pete comes over, and he talks about what happened with the owl, and says he's still on duty, and says you should have your kids come down, and have a checkup. You need one too. He's just acting really sketchy, pretty much. And he even says, he even randomly brings up that Rick's wife died. And Rick says, yeah, and he's like, we all lose things nowadays, but it keeps us stronger. But he's just pretty much acting really strange, really sketchy, and he's just drunk. And what I was thinking what happened with the owl was Pete got really drunk and just destroyed it, but that's not at all what happens. There's something more to it, if that makes sense. But I thought this was good stuff. My Facebook's going off. I gotta actually post a status saying thanks for all the happy birthday wishes. I'll do that after I'm done making this video. So then Eugene's attending to Tara, and he says, this isn't my fault. I'm not capable of this stuff. You knew that. So then he goes out and he starts killing some zombies. He actually did improve on using how to use a gun. He's still not the greatest, but he's better than he was before. And then Glenn and Nicholas and Noah, because Noah shot a flare gun because there was like a crap load of zombies to distract them, so they could get Aiden off the blades. So they try to pull him off, and I was thinking, why are they trying to pull him off? Because it's going to be worse if you pull him off, because he'll bleed out and die, but... And then we find out the real reason why the other people died is because it wasn't because the group, those people that died panicked because they panicked. And Nicholas just leaves them. They pull Glenn away, and the zombies come and eat him. And then Abraham says, what happened to not leaving people behind? What happened to that? And then they say, let's just call it a day. They say, well, we just do that. And then they say, let's just call it a day. We'll come back tomorrow. And Abraham's like, no, we got 3 hours of light left. We're going to do it. And he pretty much just takes control about how they're going to do this project. I thought it was awesome. So then Glenn, Nicholas, and Noah are leaving the place. And they go into the revolving doors, and they get trapped by zombies. And then people, Diane, her husband, one of the people that were helping Abraham build the wall, and Maggie were and the guy helping the wall says that Abraham knows what he's doing. He knows how to take control, and he thinks Abraham should take control from now on. Maggie agrees, and Diane says, I'm going to think about it. And she says she already knows the decision, but yeah, I like this. I think she did make a decision. And then Carl and Sam. Carol and Sam. Carol tells Sam that this is the last batch of cookies help. I'm not going to help you anymore. She's still treating them like crap. She says that you don't walk out of here with more than half because you only did half the work. And then she has him wipe down the counter, and he's asking her a bunch of questions like how you became a good cook and all that. She says it kept me distracted from other things. And then we find out Sam breaks things when he's mad, and we find out he actually is the one that broke the owl. That was awesome. And then Sam asks Carol to get him a gun, and she asks who's it for? She says it's not for me, it's for someone else, but he doesn't say who it's for. I thought that was awesome. So then the zombies are still cornering Glenn, Pete, Glenn, Nicholas, and Noah, and there's really no hope for them because they're cornered. But then Eugene pops up in the car, and he plays loud music and lures them away. And Glenn's going to break the glass so they can get out. But Nicholas panics and leaves them there. And then Noah gets eaten by the zombies. I was kind of mad about it because I kind of wanted him to survive because I kind of liked Noah. But, there's really nothing you can do. And then Nicholas forces Eugene to leave. But Eugene says he's not leaving until you tell me where my friends are. So Nicholas is going to leave him for dead. But then we find out Glenn somehow got out. He doesn't really show how. And he beats him up to the point where he knocks him out, and Eugene asks where Noah is, and then Glenn doesn't really give an answer. And then Carol goes to Sam's house, and Pete answers the door, and he says that they're not available right now, so we pretty much know that Pete's beating up Jesse and Sam. And then Glenn and Eugene are heading back to Alexandria, and we see the notes that Noah's been taken, and they have Tara who's injured in the back, and then Gabriel and Diane. Oh, this was awful. Gabriel knocks on the door, and he tells Diane that Rick's people aren't good people. They're killers, and they'll do anything to benefit themselves. They would take this place if they had to, but Diane doesn't believe it. And he says that you're giving them power, but they're going to abuse this power, and they're going to just take this place and kill it. And he said that he wished he had come to us sooner. Like, damn, Gabriel. Like, this has made me even hate Gabriel even more. Gabriel just seems, I don't know, he's weak. Eugene actually is more useful than Gabriel is. Gabriel just does stuff like this. I mean, I can understand what he's saying because technically they ruined the church for him. But he just is weak. I don't know why they won't just kill him off. I don't know why they brought him into the picture in the first place. I don't know. But Maggie was listening to this, and then we find out Kale comes to tells Rick that Pete's hitting Jesse and the kids. So Kale says the only way you can deal with that, you can end this, is to kill Pete. And then it ends. As for this episode, I thought it was pretty good. There were some things that pissed me off about it, like Gabriel, like what else? The stuff with what else? The stuff with Aiden when he shot the zombie. It was a cool scene. It was just an idiotic thing to do. So the stuff like that, but I still thought it was a pretty good episode. And that's pretty much it, guys. There's only 2 episodes left in this season, and the last episode is going to be 90 minutes long. And I saw on Facebook, and I hope this is a rumor, that it says it's going to be bad news for Dale, in that episode. I hope that's not true. I hope they're not going to kill Dale off, because he's a really popular character, and I have a feeling that the show probably would lose ratings if they killed him off. So I hope they don't do that, because he's like one of my favorite characters on the show. But other than that, that's my review. You can click right there to subscribe, and you can check out the other Walking Dead reviews on this playlist, on this channel. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'll be back next week to do another one. See you later.